Hi, I'm Jamie Nichols. I'm the creator of Slightly Mad Science and SlightlyMadScience.com. Slightly Mad Science is about science, madness, and generally dangerously stupid science demonstrations and making things explodey and having a good laugh while doing so. Think of it as a mix between Mythbusters, Mr. Wizard, Death Metal, and Monty Python, combining some of the best attributes of all these, but being far less successful. Well, anywho, I think I'm funny and informative, so I decided to share with the rest of the internet, you poor, poor, helpless bastards. Slightly Mad Science has been on the air since, I think, April 2007. I was doing demonstrations for a local elementary school class. Don't worry, the school's still standing. And thought it would be kind of fun to take some of the demonstrations and film them and put them on the internet, as well as some additional demonstrations that were considered unsafe for elementary school kids. Fifth graders and large explosions. Who knew? One of the questions I get asked rather frequently is, are you a real scientist? Hell no. Actually, I was a physics major initially in college and worked for a while as a research assistant for an electrical engineering company. But in essence, I'm an amateur scientist, though most of the science I do in my videos is no more complicated than what you would find in your average high school physics or chemistry class. Now, the most dangerous experiment, I would say to me, that I ever did was my lightning hands video. Essentially, I took a large 15,000 volt transformer, wired it to big insulated gloves, and had electricity going between my fingers, which was supposed to be something cool for the introduction to Slightly Mad Science. Well, while I was setting up the rig, the power got turned on accidentally, causing all 15,000 volts and 60 milliamps, which by the way is more than sufficient to kill you, to go into this finger, I still have a scar, down through my arms, up through my chest, and out these two, the thumb and finger here. I have the scars to prove it. Apparently I'm a freak of nature, or I'm just lucky because I did rather well with this, and it's another reason why I say my demonstrations are dangerously stupid. Don't try this at home. Now, in general, my most dangerous experiment or demonstration was probably 101 fun uses for radioactive isotopes and household chemicals, which unfortunately resulted in the loss of, well, a camera, all the footage, a lot of personal property, and of course, well, my lab assistant Bobby. Poor kid. Well, it's all good anyway. I mean, I can always try it again later. I have a new camera now, and, well, I have clones! Woo! I've also been asked, have I ever had a demonstration or experiment that's failed? Yes, but because I try everything before I put it on video, you guys don't get to see it. Sorry. Essentially, it's this guy right here, a large box that was going to be used to, through electrolysis, create a large amount of oxygen and hydrogen rather quickly on a large scale. Well, unfortunately, I failed to account that damned Ohm's law, and my electrodes were too far apart, causing it to not work all that well. Essentially, I made it wrong, it don't work, I'll make a new one later. Now you might be wondering where you can find Slightly Mad Science. Well, basically it's on a lot of different websites, not just SlightlyMadScience.com, because I am an internet whore, and I admit that freely. I'm okay with that. Essentially, I will take my videos and post them just about anywhere I think they'll get attention. Now, I have been featured once on YouTube. My potential energy video made the science and technology spotlight for a while, and that was pretty cool. I've received a lot of feedback. It's actually varied greatly on the different websites. It's ranged anywhere from, hey, you're really funny, your stuff's really informative, it was a lot of fun, on the opposite end of the spectrum, which would be stuff along the lines of, I think you should kill yourself, I think you should drink Drano, to people that, I guess through some kind of concern for my well-being, just like to point out nothing else but that I'm fat. Oh my God! I am fat! Why didn't anyone tell me sooner? I could have done something about this. Needless to say, I kind of had fun with the trolls. Actually, I made a video about trolls earlier. It was kind of a parody of the adopted child charities called the Adopt a Troll Foundation. I realize I really shouldn't make fun of the mentally deficient, but I do anyway. Call it a character flaw. Now, out of my videos, I'd probably have to say my favorite is the Leidenfrost video where I set a bunch of boards on fire and break them with my bare hands, because I just think that is a huge flaming bucket of awesome. I'd have to say the one that my fans like the most is probably, well, actually there's kind of two of them. On YouTube, the one that's most popular is probably my Blendtec parody called Will It Burn? Mac versus PC, where I take a Macintosh and a PC computer, put 15,000 volts through each of them, and then set them on fire to see which one burns better. Now, on other websites, probably I'd have to say my plasma bulb videos are the most popular. Now, I don't know if it's because they're cool, or because I used a neon transformer in the video, so it has the word transformer in the keywords, and people were searching for Transformers the Movies videos last year. Now, what's next for Slightly Mad Science? Well, in the short term, I have a couple videos planned on magnesium, including some additional parody stuff. Well, in addition to that, I plan on a video soon on why firecrackers go bang. Long term, I'd like to hope that eventually someone over at like Science Channel or PBS or some other channel or a studio that makes science videos ends up deciding to include me in making Scitainment. But actually, come to think of it, a film studio in New Zealand has contacted me about being involved in a series, but unfortunately it's on hold, and I'm only one of many possible hosts, so who knows, I may have to wait a while, or it may never happen. In essence, I'm going to keep making science videos and blowing things up until it stops being fun, which might take a while. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Slightly Mad Science. Thanks for watching, and let's hear it for making science dangerously stupid.